Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is Martyna, and in today's video I would love to invite you to join me for another cozy, relaxing and hopefully fun journaling session. I am using my daily-ish journal, which I am keeping in this Leuchtturm 1917 dotted notebook, and here I'm just giving you a quick flip through of what my pages look like. As you can see, I love just the explosion of colors and the busyness of the pages, and I also just love adding all of the different elements and tabs and flip outs and all of that. And so today I am actually going to be documenting a single day, and why I am calling this my daily-ish journal is because sometimes I document every day in it, sometimes just certain events, and sometimes I will have one entry for a couple of days or more. But today I am documenting Wednesday, October the 5th, if I remember correctly. And you know, nothing really grand happened on that Wednesday, definitely not, but I find it very important to document even the tiniest stories from our daily lives, our tiny little routines, tiny daily traditions, things that may seem mundane to us as we are now, but in a few years' time they are just going to be so wonderful to look back on. And so I try to make an effort, even when I feel like my life is boring, my days are boring, nothing really happens, I still try to journal, and I try to, I believe that this is also training my brain to notice all of those little tiny bits of my days that are worth documenting and keeping in my journal. So I have a few photos that I want to add. You also saw me sift through my collection of Fussy Cat magazine images. Most of these come from Daphne's diary. And right now I am using my absolutely favorite technique of adding some color to my journal pages. So I am using a plastic packaging and also some Crayola Super Tips marker. For this technique you want the markers to be water soluble, so the ink is water based, and spritzing it with water and then smooshing it all over my pages. And I mentioned it in my previous journaling video, but it just creates such a wonderfully random effect. I do add color to my pages, sometimes with paints, with watercolor, but I find that I never can achieve such a beautifully random look. So yeah, just making sure that it's all dry with my heat tool. And now I am penciling in the title, which is just going to be, you know, WED for Wednesday, and I'm going to be doing my favorite or recently favorite type of lettering. So you guys will see that first I penciled everything in, because yeah, I can't go without a pencil. I just would mess it up, I know it, which would not be a big deal since this is my journal, but I like the security that the pencil gives me. And so you can see I first used just a fine liner to go over the pencil lines, and I have those big blocky capital letters. And now I am using the same Crayola markers that I used to create the background color, and using just downstrokes wherever possible, I am just filling them in with color. I like the way that if you just, you know, go over your letters with those regular-ish downstrokes, that it just creates a really nice effect. And so you could obviously just leave it like that, but I am also creating a little bit of a drop shadow by underlining or making a thicker line wherever, like every under every line under the letter and on the right side. So just kind of imagining that my source of light is up and in the left hand corner. And then I used my Uniball gel pen in white, and I just doodled, you know, a little bit of, like, I have those cute little branches, little plants, and also a few just stars and dots, random dots. I think it looks super cute. My letters obviously are quite wonky. I am definitely not very much skilled in hand lettering, but I enjoy it, and it takes a lot of time, so I am actually considering making myself like stickers or printables with those letters. If I drew them on my iPad, then I should be able to digitize them, but for now I just hand draw them every time. And yeah, I like to first decorate my pages with the biggest pieces, like these fern images from a Daphne's Diary magazine. Think about where I want to place my photos, my elements, and you know, I keep a little I keep a little note on my phone in a notes app, and I just jot down throughout the day. I just jot down little bullet points of what I want to journal, and when I come and sit at my desk to journal, I look through it. I look for some magazine clippings or stickers that I think will match the stories that I have to tell for this particular journaling session, and I start with them. I kind of like to place the biggest pieces first, and these two photos of Darek and Zuzia are just the cutest. So on the right hand side, I'm going to do a similar thing with just using pencil, and I'm going to letter a smoothie and then color it in with some colored pencils. But yeah, these photos on the left hand side, I am going to add a little bit of writing and journaling, but you guys, I love the relationship that Darek and Zuzia have. Zuzia is our Chihuahua, Darek is my fiance, and you guys, they have the cutest relationship. And I say this because she was mine before we met, you know, so I had her before Darek and I even met, and so obviously I was a little bit worried about how it was going to go, but I remember the first meeting, we went on a little trip. This was the first time she has ever saw him and met him. And she used to be, or she still is, quite distrustful towards people she doesn't know. But not only she accepted him from the get-go, she seemed excited about his presence on our little trip, but during that very first trip, she was also already licking his face. And, you know, for a dog, this really is a sign of trust. And this just melted my heart. And so since then, she's really loved just licking his face all over, and he's so sweet, and he allows her to do it for like 5 or 10 minutes, even though he is a little bit grossed out. But they are just so cute together. And so I used this brush pen. This is Tombow Fudenosuke. This is a nice black brush pen, and I just hand lettered cuddles with the puppy. And now I'm using a little bit of washi tape to just, you know, decorate a little bit here and there. And so I lettered the word smoothie on the other side, and I also have those cabbages or salad heads or whatever they are on the right hand side, because I also want to document that we got ourselves a new blender for making smoothies, and it's incredible. I love it so much, and we've been having smoothies almost every single day since we got it. I think I mentioned it in one of my previous videos, but we actually broke our previous blender because we were trying to make banana ice cream from frozen bananas, and we actually put completely frozen, like stone hard frozen bananas into our old blender, and they got stuck and it got destroyed. So I don't recommend doing that. But yeah, we haven't had a blender for a few months, and then when we got this one, I am just having so much fun with figuring out all the ingredients that I can add to those smoothies, and like superfoods mixes, and what veggies can I mix with what fruits. I find that fruits are easy for me to add. Like, I love a lot of fruits. But veggies are a little bit more tricky for me. But you know, I've been like adding cucumber or zucchini, and you can't even feel the taste of them, but they add so many vitamins and so many health benefits to a smoothie. So I've really been having fun with that. And here you can see me adding just a little label from one of Maggie Holmes' sticky note packs, something like that. And this cute little girl with her a tape and her pink, what is it? It's like a hot glue gun. She comes from a sticker book from the Happy Planner. It's all about crafty girls, and it has so many stickers that are relevant for us, you guys, like definitely for me. So it has Raskok cards, and it has like girls with washi tapes and with scissors and with glue guns and all of that. So I just added a little bit of journaling on this label to say, I think that, oh yeah, I filmed a Patreon video on that day, and it was actually the very first journaling video in a long time that I made, and I felt so good and so inspired. So I really wanted to document that. And I also have those little sunglasses from a Daphne's Diary magazine, and a redhead lady who is walking her doggo, and he looks so cute. And I just added them to represent the fact that we finally had on that week, we finally had some beautiful fall weather. The days were warm, and we were walking with Zuzia, and sometimes without Zuzia. Sometimes, you know, she just wants to sleep, and we go on like a very fast, brisk walk for half an hour or 50 minutes, something like that, to just, you know, get the blood pumping and yeah, just feel alive, I guess. Oh, I also added a cute little squirrel sticker, because in this forest where we live nearby a forest, and we walk there pretty much every day. There are a lot of squirrels. There are a lot of animals here, you guys, given that we live in pretty much a city center, almost in the center of Krakow, like not far, definitely not far, but we have squirrels and hedgehogs, and we have boars. There are a lot of boars here, so we have to be really careful not to, you know, not to anger any of them, because they can be quite dangerous. But yeah, a lot of blooming wildlife here in almost the center of the big city. Now I'm going in with some tiny little stickers from again Maggie Holmes. This is Marigold, I believe, is the name of this collection from Crate Paper, and they have really beautiful fall-like muted colors. And I think I mentioned it in my previous journaling videos, but I like to fill in every space. I don't like to leave any free spaces, or not too many free spaces on my pages. I just love the look of a filled, completely filled, busy page. It just makes me happy. Oh, and this little sticker sheet. It comes from AliExpress, and I just added a little sticker of a lady on a bike, because we also took a bike ride on that day, also in our forest. And I also love these cute little character stickers, I love using them so that I don't have to write everything, but a sticker can express my emotions just as well, I feel sometimes. So also they just look cute. But some of the stickers, or a lot of the stickers that I use, and the elements from magazines, they just kind of tell a story in a different way than writing, I feel like. So they tell a story just in a visual way. And so now I am looking through my my pens, my markers, and I'm going to be using 2 colors of markers to just add a little bit of doodly, tiny doodly hearts, again to fill in all of the spaces possible. This is inspired by Emily, whose channel is Emilu Art, and I really love this idea. I sometimes draw little stars as well, little hearts, little dots even. And yeah, this is the finished page. I am so happy to have this normal, regular but wonderful day documented in my journal, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you will have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you very soon in the next one. Bye!